everyone, this is Javelin from English Tutor Hub and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we're going to be looking at a brief lesson about simple past tense, regular and irregular verbs. So let's start. We have many verbs in English. We have what are called regular verbs. A regular verb will end in D or ed. For example, use, used. So as you can see, we just add D to form its simple past because it is a regular verb. So, regular verb, we liked to call them ed verbs just to be fancy. So, regular verbs are easy because they all both end in ed if you have different forms. The past tense of a regular verb is formed by adding ed at the end of the verb. Let's look at some examples. So we have the base form, the base verb, walked. Walk becomes walked. So we add ed at the end of the verb walk. Example sentence, I walked to school this morning. So as you can see guys, we just add ed to form its simple past. I walked to school this morning. Second example, post. Post becomes posted. We add only ed. Michelle posted her letters yesterday. Climb. Climb becomes climbed. The two boys climbed up the tree to pick up the fruits. So these are examples of a regular verb in its simple past. So we just add ed, ed, ed. Walk, walked. Post, posted. Climb, climbed, and many more. Let's move on to irregular verbs. So irregular verbs form their past tense in a different way. These verbs change their forms. For example, come becomes came. So we don't add D or ed. Instead, we change the spelling. Come becomes came. Example sentence, she came to my house last night. Go becomes went. So we don't add D or ed. We don't say good or go in. But we totally change the spelling. Go becomes went. They went to Malaysia by coach. Catch. Catch becomes caught. So as you can see guys, we don't add D or ed here to form its simple past because this is an irregular verb. So we totally change the spelling to form its simple past. Catch becomes caught. Example sentence, my father caught a big fish. Alright? So, as I've said guys, this is only a brief lesson. It's just a kind of review for you on how to change regular verbs to its simple past as well as irregular verbs in their simple past. So, for regular verb, what you're gonna do is to add only D or ed at the end of the verb. While irregular verbs, you need to change the spelling. So it is in a different way. That is for the irregular verbs. And irregular verbs, in order for you to master this skill, you have to learn these verbs. Okay, you have to study the verbs, irregular verbs, in order to form its simple past, because there is no specific rule on how to change irregular verbs to its simple past. Only that you have to change the spelling. All right? So let's move on to practice exercise. Exercise. Fill in each blank with the simple tense of the verb in the brackets. There are only 4 questions for you to answer. I will give you 5 seconds before I'm going to move to the next question. I will give you the answers after I give you all the questions. Alright? So let's start. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. So the next slide is the answers. Number 1. Answer is, I wrote the letter early this morning. So, write is an irregular verb. As you can see, write become wrote. We don't add D or ed. We don't say writed, but we change the spelling. Write becomes wrote. I wrote the letter early this morning. Number 2. He jumped into the pond to save the child. So jump, this is a regular verb. So if it's a regular verb, we add only ed to form its simple past. Alright? He jumped into the pond to save the child. Regular verb. Right? Wrote. This is an irregular verb. Question number 3. Answer number 3. Mary received a present from her pen friend on her birthday. So this is a regular verb because we add only D to form its simple past. Received. Mary received a present from her pen friend on her birthday. Answer number 4. Last number. Steven kicked the ball into the air. So kick becomes kick. We add only ed because this is a regular verb. Alright? So we have here only one irregular verb. Wrote, jumped, received, kicked. Alright? So there you go, guys. Tell me in the comments below how many correct answers did you get. And if you enjoyed this video, please share it on social media. And if you want to get a full transcript of this lesson, you can go to official website englishtutorhub.com, and there are also a lot of useful stuff that you might get interested in. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and let me know your thoughts and questions. Love to hear from you. Thank you very much.